Council regular meeting, April 25th, 2024. It is 7:01 p.m. and we will start with roll call. Okay. All right. Councilperson Koss. Here. Councilperson McNamara.
Present.
Councilperson Passion.
Present.
Councilperson Martin.
Hey.
Really? Councilperson Grant.
Here.
And Council President Cameron.
Here.
All right, and next, there's a little bit of a different format tonight, and we're gonna have to rearrange these things just a tiny bit, but I threw something in here, so it looks like that went to number 1. So we're just gonna follow along to this tonight, so things might be a little out of order than normal, but we'll get it adjusted. So Planning and Zoning has been down a non-voting member for several months now, and now is the time for me to appoint someone to the non-voting member. So I would like to make a motion to appoint Lewis Jones as a non-voting member of the Planning and Zoning Commission. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And any abstentions? All right.
Congratulations. Here, we'll clap him.
Yes, he might do this.
Yay!
All right, next, we'll talk about the meeting minutes for April 11th. Do we have a motion to approve April 11th council meeting minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And any abstentions? All right, next we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Told you we were out of order.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. And then next we have citizen comments. Do we have the sheet?
So just a reminder, you have 3 minutes to address council. This is not a question and answer time. This is the time for citizens to speak. And your time will start after you state your name and address.
Yes, Tom Benedetti, 2937 Berry Lane Court. You know, I have been coming to meetings for a while now, and I have been listening to them on Facebook page. And I'll tell you that the citizens' comments portions of the meeting have gotten about as nasty as they can be. And I say that because, you know, when I first started coming to council, the citizens' comments were 5 minutes long. And typically people were asking questions of council. And then the council would respond to that question. And then you were given an additional 5 more minutes to address council to rebut whatever council replied to your comments. That's the way citizens' comments started when I first started coming here. And because I used them every month, I would come up and, you know, voice my opinion. It got to the point that they just stopped answering the questions. So then I only got 5 minutes, and I wouldn't get the second 5 minutes because they wouldn't answer the question. That's what you guys are now doing every single time. The thing that all these people that have come to council have in common in the last month is that they've all asked you guys questions and you won't answer them. It's not a question and answer period. We just listen to what you say and we don't respond ever. You know, so what I really believe that you guys need to start doing is you need to, and I talked with JP about this, is you need to start doing what Stacy and Jason, you guys are both on the service committee. And it's one of its, in my opinion, primary responsibility is to help provide timely and effective communications with the residents. You catch my breath here. And, you know, since we created the communications committee when I was on, because everybody's talked about, you talked about you want to improve communications, but you don't talk about it ever. And then when someone asks a question, you say go refer, it's on the internet, it's all public record. That's what you constantly, your response a couple of times has been, go find it yourself. You know, you ask a question, go find it on the internet. And I've been trying to find where you guys have talked about the maintenance building. Well, gosh, she said, if anybody's lying in these meetings, it's the mayor. I was called a bully and a liar at the last meeting I was at. Well, she said that you've been talking about the maintenance building for 2 years.
Mr. Bennett.
Well, you're done.
Time.
And I will point out that the maintenance building was discussed on April 27th of 2022, June 21st of 2021, June 14th of 2021, July 14th of 2022, April 28th of 2022, February 9th of 2023, November 3rd of 2023. But if you want to go back, it has been in discussion, in public meetings, at least since 2021. Tony Benindetti, you were at several of these meetings when it was discussed. I can see you in the meeting.
You have yet to discuss and talk about
Enough. You had your 3 minutes, I have mine. You're not going to call me a liar.
It's going to be.
You will not call me a liar in a public meeting.
It's okay to you, though.
This
isn't proof of anything.
Mr. Bennett.
the public meeting list is proof. Go watch the videos.
Can I say something?
Go for it.
Mr. Benindetti, it is not council's job to teach you how to use the internet.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna move on.
So,
You should be over that position.
No. All right, we have legislation.
There were no further citizen comments?
No, there should be others.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right, moving on to legislation. We have our third reading of ordinance number 08-2024 and ordinance amending sections 204.04 of the codified ordinances of the Village of Minerva Park. And this again is the issue regarding logos and symbols of the village, allowing a little bit more leeway in that. And this is a third reading. All right. And as it is a third reading, I will move for passage. All right, moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
All right, Councilperson Passion.
Aye.
Councilperson Grant.
Aye.
Councilperson Martin.
Aye.
Councilperson McNamara.
Aye.
Councilperson Koss.
Aye.
And Council President Camera.
All right, the motion passes. We now move on to ordinance number 09-2024, a second reading for an ordinance granting a 25-year franchise to AEP Ohio, its successors and assigns for the right to acquire, construct, maintain, and operate in the streets, thoroughfares, alleys, bridges, and public places of the Village of Minerva Park, State of Ohio, and its successors, lines for the transmission and distribution of electricity, energy, to the Village of Minerva Park and its inhabitants thereof for light, heat, power, and other purposes, and for the transmission and distribution of the same within, through, or across said Village of Minerva Park, State of Ohio. So simply put, AEP being able to transmit power through infrastructure in Minerva Park and to the people of Minerva Park. And as this is just a second reading, we will go ahead and move on. We now move on to ordinance number 10-2024, an ordinance to adopt chapter 810.10 to the codified ordinances of the Village of Minerva Park, Ohio. This is a second reading for the short-term rental specifications. There will be more discussion on that at the next work session if anybody is interested. Ordinance 11-2024. This is an ordinance amending section 2 of ordinance 2024-2023, which establishes wage and salary ranges for employees for 2024 and declaring an emergency. Now, this is a first reading with intent to suspend the rules that require 3 readings and pass as an emergency. The reason this is being done is to correct pay scales for seasonal employees and a few pool employees. There are going to be no new positions corrected, no sneaky pay changes, just the number of roles to be corrected. So as we are attempting to get this squared away as expeditiously as possible, I move to waive the rules requiring 3 readings for this ordinance.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All right.
All right, any discussion? Councilperson Martin? Council President Camera?
Aye.
Councilperson McNamara?
Aye.
Councilperson Grant?
Aye.
Councilperson Cost?
Aye.
Councilperson Passion?
Aye.
All right.
All right. The rules requiring 3 readings for ordinance 11-2024 having been suspended, I move that we pass ordinance 11-2024 on an emergent basis.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
We should do this.
All right.
Councilperson Passion?
Aye.
Councilperson Cost?
Aye.
Councilperson Grant?
Aye.
Councilperson McNamara?
Aye.
Council President Camera?
Aye.
Councilperson Martin?
Aye.
All right. Ordinance 11-2024 passes on emergent basis. Now, moving to ordinance 12-2024, an ordinance to make supplemental appropriations for the current expenses of the Village of Minerva Park for the year 2024. This is a first reading with the intent to suspend the rules requiring 3 readings. The reason for this expeditious manner is to replenish our street fund for the upcoming repairs we'll need, including potholes and asphalt services for the village. So on that basis, I make a motion to suspend the rules requiring 3 readings for ordinance 12-2024.
Can I just say something? I've had a couple residents reach out to me just very recently concerned about this, so I'm very glad that we're doing this in an expeditious way. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I believe we were looking for a second to that motion, weren't we?
Second.
All right. Moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
All right, Councilperson Martin?
Aye.
Councilperson Grant?
Aye.
Councilperson Passion?
Aye.
Councilperson Cost?
Aye.
Councilperson McNamara?
Aye.
And Council President Camera?
Aye.
All right. The waiving of the 3 readings has passed. We now move to Resolution 2024-09. This is a resolution authorizing the purchase.
Hold on, because we just waived readings, we didn't read it, correct?
Oh, good point. All right, so yes, this would be the first reading, an ordinance to make supplemental appropriations for the current expenses of the Village of Minerva Park for the year 2024. My apologies on that. Yes, this is, as just discussed, funding for repairs of potholes, asphalt services, and the replenishing of our street fund.
As well as the property tax collections. As well, right? 4,000 for that?
Yeah.
My apologies, phone call come through here, shouldn't have. All right, moving to Resolution 2024-09.
No, we still have to,
You need to make a movement.
Yeah.
Someone needs to move to pass.
All right, I move to pass.
The ordinance.
All right, seconded. My apologies. Yes.
all right. Council President Camera?
Aye.
Councilperson McNamara?
Aye.
Councilperson Cost?
Aye.
Councilperson Passion?
Aye.
Councilperson Grant? Aye. And Councilperson Martin?
All right. And that motion passes. Now we move to Resolution 2024-09, which is a resolution authorizing the purchase of employee dishonesty and faithful performance of duty policy and applying that policy to the village's fiscal officer and assistant fiscal officer. This is a 3rd reading, and on that basis, I move for passage.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I think we talked about legislation, just to reiterate the record, it's just a policy to protect us against any kind of wrongdoing or mistakes by, the fiscal officer and assistant fiscal officer. I talked to our fiscal officer about it, seems like a smart idea.
Yeah, don't get any ideas. We have a policy now.
All right.
All right, Councilperson Grant.
Aye.
Councilperson Passion.
Aye.
Council President Camera.
Aye.
Councilperson Cost.
Aye.
Councilperson McNamara.
Aye.
And Councilperson Martin.
All right, the motion passes. Now we move to Resolution 2024-11, a resolution to amend the rules of council and calendar as was approved in Resolution 2024-01 and declaring an emergency. This is our second reading, and what the goal of this is to trial a different work session schedule. See if we can make it work more efficiently. So more to come on that. That concludes our legislative business for this meeting.
Perfect.
My apologies again on ordinance 1224. It's split between 2 pages, kind of threw me off there.
All right, do we have any old business? Any new business?
I guess I have a little old business.
Go for it.
How about this? Jordan Road was slated to be kind of level. I don't know what the right term for that is. Level. We'll go with that. It hasn't started yet. We are aware that it was supposed to be this week, so we're monitoring the situation for everybody that's curious. We'll go from there.
Yep. Okay. The only thing I'm going to talk about is the Village of Minerva Park is undergoing a website address change to better reflect our official government status. Beginning around May 1st, our current website, minervapark.org, will be transitioning to minervapark.gov. Minervapark.org will automatically forward the minervapark.gov during the transition. We are coordinating with 4 different agencies to facilitate this transfer. So we're hoping it will be as smooth as possible, but as we all know, that's probably a dream. We hope it goes smooth, but if you guys have problems with emails or anything like that, just keep us updated and let us know what's going on, but obviously we'll be monitoring them as well during that week. And that's all I have for new business.
Yay!
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ready?
Do it.
Meeting adjourned.